Alright, so recap. Let's bring it over to the screen. Our session begins with our party watching a high elf druid walk into the Astral Archive. She introduced herself as Archdruid Karga of Fort Una. After introductions were made around the table to I think there's about 11, our own Benjamin's eyes closed and he fell to the floor, but he didn't hit the floor. He just kind of hovered there, about an inch off the floor. Everyone thought it was a little strange. Karga went to check on him and found something strange, but did keep it to herself, lifted him up to his friends so they could take care of him. Puck, our wayward fawn from the Feywild, then went over to see what's been happening and that he needs her help to talk to the planet. How? We don't know. To find out why this is happening and what it had planned. He really needs more information, and fast, before 500,000 refugees come pouring out of a portal. The merchant heads also went over what they came up with through the night to help plan for the initial stages before the fun begins. From there, it was pretty much back and forth with all the things that needed to happen soon in order to prepare, and first and most important was to get all the people that are currently on holiday, visiting family, and basically all the non-essential people that are in and around the plains of Onath need to be evacuated fast and safe. Then the plains need to be harvested ASAP so the entire world doesn't really lose all that crop. Luck had it that next month is harvest time anyway, so a little early is better than never. So pretty much after all the talk was done, everyone was given the rest of the day to themselves and to meet back later at the archive. So our half-drow pretty much stormed off to his ship alongside the Admiral, Captain Carter, and Strawberry Lily. All 4 of them headed to the docks to get things in order with their crew, as it is about a 35 to 40 day journey to get to the other side of New Luna. On the way, Francisco stopped off at a messenger station and sent a letter via pigeon. This got a few odd looks, but nothing major was said. When Francisco got to his ship, the Owlbear's Revenge, and went to the captain's cabin, he found a crossbow bolt through his chest which almost killed him. Apparently his new captain is a little unhappy with his current situation, being conscripted into the Navy, and is a little on edge. Also, they both found out that during the night, all the pirates had a gold bracelet put on them that will instantly stun them if they try to run away from their oath. After a long and angry talk, Francisco told his captain that he can't stay on board as the stupid admiral has him other doing stuff. Which went well. He was stripped of his rank, tossed aside, and Lily was made first mate. Back at the library, Talos and Sprin asked where they could get some books on a few different topics, so the head scribe took them to see the Stellar Sage, a renowned source of knowledge here in the library. So they stuffed Benjamin back inside the Talos unit and followed the head scribe down to the depths of the library. It took them a bit to get there, but they were finally greeted by Alundo the Sage. Well, his skull at least. Alundo died a long time ago, and somehow he was able to save his soul, his spirit, or his energy inside of it, and has since been sitting on a pedestal here in the library, boring those who come to say hi. After a somewhat interesting conversation, they were given access to the restricted area of the library, and it was about a half an hour walk, so they got to see a lot of the actual library. It does cover almost 8 city blocks, and some students here never do explore the entire place during their stay. After they got there, and Dora the scribe made them some tea and snacks, even though none of them need it, she set about to go grab what they needed. It took about a half an hour. She came back with 4 books, 3 for Sabrin and an old spell book for Talos. Sabrin just started to read the book, but Talos grabbed one of the books. Talos grabbed suddenly jumped out of his hands, floated into the air, disintegrated into a long, thin blue line of script and tattooed itself on his arm. Then the Talos unit had some internal conflict with his 2 new personalities. From there, Dora went a little wide-eyed, said, "Right, we're done here. You're all weird." And then they went back upstairs to the archive to wait out the rest of the day. They found that the 4 had finally came back from the docks, and Francisco asked where Benjamin was, so they opened up the Talos unit's stomach, where they stuffed him, and that is where Ben's eyes popped up and our session ended. And from there, I'm going to take you to a secret room, so we will be back. Okay, so it's just us.
Okay.
So, this happens pretty much as soon as you see the druid coming towards you. So just like before, your vision starts to fade, and your body suddenly goes stiff, and you black out. So, as you float there in the darkness, you don't know how long. It could be days, weeks, years, you just don't know. Then you feel yourself moving somewhere ahead. Your feet hit the floor, and you start to slowly creep forwards, trying not to make any sound. You know that your prey is somewhere ahead. Behind you, you sense your hunting party following your lead, not making any other sounds. You take a deep breath and smell not very much. It's as if the lack of light in the area is sucking away all the smells, all the sound, everything. You creep forward to the crest of a hill and find yourself standing at the edge of an abyssal chasm, shrouded in perpetual twilight. As you look up, you see the entire lack of color and light. There's no moon, no stars, no sun, nothing in the sky. It's just black. And everything, as you look around, looks as if the color has been leached out, leaving nothing but just black and white, which is more of a dark black and a light black. You haven't been here often, but you do know that your prey has brought you to the Shadowfell. Very little is known about the demiplane of Shadow, other than it is a dim and dismal place. And then your vision shifts again, revealing glimpses of somebody else's past life. You see them cast spells, manipulating the very essence of darkness, communicating with spectral beings. You see people standing very, very tall in the back of a forest. You see people using magic on a scale that you've never seen before. But you know you are here. You are part of it. Your vision fades again, but this time it's different. This one feels more than a vision. You find yourself in a very dense forest. Could be morning, midday, or getting towards sunset. It's hard to tell, as the canopy is fully covered. You have no sense of direction, but inside, your core being feels normal. This is just another day for you. You live for this. You look down and see the hint of a heel of a boot in the mud. The same boot you have been tracking for 3 days. It's hot out, but you can still feel the rain will come soon. So you grab your bow, check your sword, and then you hear behind you, what do you see? What is it, lass? You turn around, and it's the same group of people you have been seeing with you for a long time. 2 of them are elves, both female, and 1 male dwarf. All are cloaked in shadow as they come up behind you, and the dwarf looks at you and grins and goes, "What is it, lass?" What do you see?
I don't know.
Are you going to point towards the boot heel that you see?
Oh yeah, I guess I'll point towards
Okay.
the boot heel, yeah.
Okay. So as you point, he's just going to nod and go, I think we're close. Be ready. So you keep going on. You move on for, you're moving for a couple hours. You guys are going quick, as quick as you can. You will pass by, you'll go around like a couple bears you don't want to startle. A couple other things that you see tracks for, but it's not your main prey. And then you come across a small clearing about 200 yards in front of you. And there around you are 5 bandits sitting around 2 female gnomes that have been taken captive. These are what you've been trailing for 3 days. And then you guys charge. And then your vision changes again. After this, you see more and more of these situations. Always looking for someone or something. Some of the visions are in towns, cities, castles. Some are like this in the forest. Some are in caves. Some are back in the Shadowfell. But the one thing that stays the same is the people you are with. Sometimes they get hurt and they need to be healed. Sometimes you're the one who gets hurt and need to be carried away. But it's always the same 3 people, over and over and over. And in your mind, you know for a fact that you have been doing this for about 30 years. And then you come back to your body, and you see Sabrin, Dora, the scribe, and Francisco staring at you. You are back inside the Talos unit. And this is where we're going to start and go back up.
There you go, yeah.
And we're back.
Huzzah!
Excelsior.
So yes, you guys just see Ben come awake.
Wait, is this like I am currently looking in Talos's chest when he comes awake?
You all left with looking inside the chest as, yes, Ben came awake.
His eyes are open. Are you stuck?
I think I can get out. Am I back here?
Are we in the library still?
You're still at the Astral Archive, yep.
We're still in the library. Are you okay? You just kind of collapsed, sort of?
Yeah, I'm okay. Everything's fine.
Inside check.
If you want to roll for it, yes.
Yeah.
You can roll me a deception check or whatever you want to roll if you want to tell the truth, or hide it. It's up to you.
Man,
Oh,
I have
deception.
terrible insight. Oof.
Can you beat a 16?
Nope.
You completely believe him.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Maybe this is just a thing that happens.
Would you like to come out?
I guess, yeah. I'll crawl out.
Dora's just going to look at you guys and go, I need a drink. Who needs a drink? Because I need a drink.
God, yes. Please.
I will be back. And she's going to, whoever wants some, she's going to conjure another pot of tea and just set it on the table and then go get something stronger.
Okay, I was about to say, Francisco looked at that tea just like, what the hell?
Carter and the Admiral are just going to look at what's happening, look at Dora leaving and go, drink. Sounds good. I think we all need to sit here and wait for the others to come back, so may as well kick your feet up and do whatever. So as you bring yourself out of the Talos unit, you can do whatever you need to.
Was there a map in this room? I don't remember.
No.
No?
No, if you need a map, you'd have to talk to the lore keeper or Dora.
Okay.
Well, it's getting pretty late in the day, ain't it?
You'd be 2:30ish, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about noon hour when you guys split off, and you were really only gone about like an hour and a half.
Yeah. And the Admiral and Captain Carter are still in the room, right?
They are with you, yes.
Great. I'm going to go up to Captain Carter and just kind of talk to her and just.
Yep, you can talk to
me. Yeah. So how did you end up with a husband like that?
And why should I tell you my entire story?
I don't want to know your story. It just seems like he's kind of a not husband material.
And what do you think husband material is? He is a captain in the Royal Navy. He's not bad looking, young, comes from good stock. He's just an asshole.
Exactly.
We had good times.
Well, I mean, the bedroom's not the only good time to be had.
Well, let's just say he preferred his job over his family.
Oh. Yeah, it sounds like an asshole through and through.
But he's good at what he does. But I'm better. You can tell that's all you're getting out of it.
Yeah. Okay, then. I'm just going to sit quietly next to her.
Okay.
For a bit.
Right. Did you guys just want to wait until either the merchant heads or Kaga and Puck come back?
I think I just keep reading one of my books.
Okay.
And wait.
That works too. It doesn't take long for Dora to come back. She's going to have some... This is a library, so it's going to be homebrew. This is pretty much pure moonshine. It will burn and it will work for whoever wants it.
Oh, yes, it will.
Yeah.
I've had homemade moonshine. That stuff is brutal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're the capital for it, so. Yes.
It will clean the insides and clean anything else you need it to do.
Yeah, it fully clears the sinuses. Yeah, Francisco's going to grab the jar and take a big old swig.
Yeah, you can tell that the captain and the admiral are just sipping because they're technically still on duty. So Dora's going to look at you guys and go, so, was there anything else while you're in the library that you can think of that you need while I'm here that's not down in the restricted section?
What's up with that skull?
Oh, Alundo? He's... Easiest way to say it is he used to be a mage long time ago, before our ancestors came to this planet. He was the keeper of all knowledge and of a place called Candlekeep, so he says. he was basically the head librarian, and most of that knowledge is in his brain. When he died, he somehow kept his energy and has it in his skull. I don't tend to ask anything more than that. He's like a repository of knowledge. Well, he's old, and not many people come to say hi, so he's probably lonely. But he also has too much going up in his brain, and he gets short with people when they interrupt him and stuff. And sometimes there's too much going around in his brain that he can't figure out what he's trying to say.
Got you.
When you have a couple million books rolling around in your head, I would assume something's not going to go right.
Are there shot glasses? Or are we just passing around a jar?
You're just passing around a jar.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not big because she is a gnome. So there's not a lot in it, but it's enough. So by now, it won't take Puck and Kaga too long. So I'm going to say that probably within a half an hour, you guys just sitting around waiting. Kaga and Puck will come back. You're going to see Kaga's pretty much as she was. Nothing much has changed there. She's going to walk up and look at you all and go, "Oh, good. Most of you are back. Merchant heads, I'm hoping will be back soon. I want to get this day over with." And she's going to look at Benjamin and go, "Oh, good. You are awake. How are you feeling?" And as soon as she starts talking, you can tell this is the same voice that was coming out of you while you were out.
Interesting.
So how are you feeling?
All right.
Okay, good.
I'm awake. I'm here. That's a good thing.
Okay. Puck, you want to go over what we have been attempting? Puck's a little fidgety for the first time. He's going to be pacing back and forth and go, "Well, that was crap. That didn't work. I should be able to at least communicate with this, whatever this planet is, fairly easy, but it is blocking all access." Kaga's going to just look at him and go, "I told you. She's been weird lately." Well, that's a bust. Alright, we need to talk to Morgan. He's been here, a week, I think you guys said was the first portal, so he's going to have less information than me, but I still want to know why he's here and why he was chosen. He's not the first person I would put in any situation, but that's okay. And at some point, the 3 new people that just came through the portal, we need to find out who they are and what they know. So I think we have a couple options. Where do you guys want to go? Morgan's in this place you guys call. He's going to look at the Admiral, and the Admiral's going to go, "Port Mead. Great place. Little iffy. Great place." The new 3 people that came, I have no idea where they are. I would assume still in the plane somewhere. Maybe in New Hope being housed. I don't know. We need information, so don't know. I'm going to assume that the merchant heads want to go home. So we're all not going to the same spot. And I still don't know why you 3 are here. I know why this idiot's here. Because I brought him. I don't know what.
Well, if we have more visions, wouldn't you want to know?
Yes.
Then that's why we're here.
Still don't know why it's you two, but we go
No
with
idea.
what we're given. Well, where to then? You guys want to hit the plains up to see the 3 new people? Find this. This is the Admiral still talking. Find Morgan for Puck here, or New Hope.
I guess if Morgan's supposed to have the most information, that's where I would start.
Puck's gonna say,
Yeah,
he's got the oldest. He was the first through. I'd like to get to him, yes. Mainly so he doesn't hurt anybody. The newest information would be the 3 that just came through yesterday. But
Port Mead sounds like the
close to
place
each
for
other.
me.
Captain Carter's just going to look at you and go, I know why you want to go there. You're thinking with your dick. That's easy to tell. All right. So,
Port Mead would make the most sense.
yeah, it's not too far
Better
from the
the-
plains. We could, yeah. Puck's just going to look
Better
over
to
it.
close off one loose end rather than chasing down 3 where we don't know exactly where they are.
Yeah.
And it's not too far from the plains. I mean, it's
No, you'd be...
what, a couple weeks?
about a week and a bit.
Walk or
It's not too
something?
bad. Yeah, like
Yeah.
you start hitting. Let me bring up my map here. I'm pretty sure you're only going to be about a week, but like you hit the end of it pretty quick. Yeah, like you're still a good 250 miles, so yeah, you'd still be at least a week. But you'd hit New Hope, like the early access, like the first part of New Hope within like 3 to 4 days.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So Kaga's going to look at everybody and go, Port Mead it is. How would I do that? I have a feeling the merchant heads are not going to come. And as she starts talking, the merchant heads, 4 of them come up. They're going to go, oh, good. You guys are still here. We need to get home ASAP. I don't know how we're going to do that quick. And Kaga's just going to stop them talking and go, I can get you home quick. It's not where I want to go, but if I have to stay there a day, I have to stay there a day. I think maybe I'll do you guys first. We'll see. So you guys want to go
How
home?
are we getting there exactly? Are we
That
going on the boat?
is-
Because I thought that would take too long.
That's... I think you'd rather see it than me tell and surprise. Let's just say
Okay.
I can get you there shortly. Might not be pleasant, but we'll get
Oh.
there. It sometimes has a tendency not to work, but that's okay. Anyway, so you guys want to go to Port Mead, and you guys want to go, I'm assuming, Axiom back home. The 4 merchant heads, they're just going to look at each other and go, yeah, our bosses are there, so they need to approve what we're going to go with. And one of them, the female dwarf, is going to come up, and she's got her note in her hand and go, if you guys are going to Port Mead, is it? If you hit our factorage there, they will be able to give this note to the person in charge. I've made about 7 or 8 copies of these to roll around, but since you're going there, this information has everything they need to know. Please don't try to open it, because just don't try to open it. But yeah, if you go to the main factorage there, hand this note, they will be able to at least prep that city. Because that is going to be a hub of where all the evacuees are going to be coming through that we need to get out of there. So that place is going to be a hub up here soon. And they need to know about it. So if you're going to go there, he's going to hand it. He's going to look at all you guys and go, Carter? And Carter's just going to take the envelope and go, probably best. All right. So Kagon's going to just say, is there anything else you guys need to do before you leave? This is a one-way trip. And it'll take you months to get back here. Good. No answer. Everybody with me. She's going to just look around and go, Dora, what do you want to do? Or are you staying here? Dora's just going to look around and go, I don't know. I need to talk to the lore keeper. She's just going to stand up and walk. You're going to see her just slowly start talking to herself. She is, as you know, the head scribe and probably will want to document everything that's going to be happening, and she can't do that from here. She talks for about a good 5 minutes, and then she's going to come back and go, apparently the lore keeper is letting me go exploring. So, she is going to, I think I should go with the merchant head, so I think I'll get more information there. This needs to be inscribed for whatever's about to happen. So, yes. I'm going to go pack a bag. You'll see her. She wasn't too long getting your moonshine. So she's just going to go quickly pack a bag. And as she goes, Kaga's going to go. She can catch up. I'll send you guys first. So as you guys walk, you're going to follow her. It's a good 40-minute walk to where she knows she's got to go. As she walks, you'll pretty much just see students just doing their thing. This is a library. So you're going to be kind of going to the opposite end of where you guys were before. You're going to go to a semi-older section. You three would recognize the area that you're traveling because that's where you first were. And as you guys get there, you are going to hit up a older section and see this. It's in Discord. So it's a massively wide tree just growing in the middle of the library. And they have put a fun little big door in front of it. And then you'll see Kaga just look at everybody and go, we're going through that.
The tree?
Yep. I have this ability I can do to transport us from one tree to another tree. As long as it's a big tree.
I'm sorry, wait,
But it only goes one way.
Did you say this goes wrong sometimes?
It hasn't in a long time. Teleporting from one place to another at certain times of the year. Let's just say if things don't go right, it could send you somewhere else on the planet. It doesn't happen often.
Oh, sure. Cool.
So let's hope nothing weird goes on. So you are going to see her. You're going to walk up. The merchant heads are just going to sit to the side, and by now Dora's caught herself up. The Admiral, you can tell, is trying to figure out who to go with. He's going to look back and forth, and I think I'm going to go to Port Mead. I can get word better, I think, from there to what needs to be happening with the Navy. Yep, Port Mead it is. So, you guys are all going to walk up to the tree.
I think... sorry, just before that happens, when she had said, let's hope nothing weird happens, Sabrin just, sticks her hands in her pockets as far as they'll go, and then goes up, just in case.
Just in case. So you're gonna, open the door, and you're just gonna see it's just the trunk of the tree. So there's a little spot there for, it's basically your entryway into a house. So it's gonna have spare set of shoes, clothing, just in case something happened or people forgot stuff, or didn't make it. It's an extra set of just in case stuff. You're gonna see Kaga. She's just gonna grab her staff, plant it just on the ground, and then she's gonna touch the tree. And slowly, ever so slowly, you're gonna just start to hear the bark crack, and the whole tree's just gonna split, and just a big silver white line is gonna appear. And she's just gonna say, "You have 6 seconds to get through. Run fast. I will talk to you guys when I can." So
I'll run, but I keep my hands in my pocket.
I'm still going to need you to roll me a d20 and a d100 as you go through.
Damn.
Oh, crap.
14 on the d20. And
14's good.
75 on the d100.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. You hear a ringing in your ears for 1 minute. During this time, casting a spell that requires a verbal component also requires a constitution check. So as long as you don't do anything for a minute, you're just going to have a ringing in your ears.
Oh, it's like when your ears pop in an airplane, but we're going through a tree. Yeah, okay, cool. I just think that's how that works.
Other than that, you are good.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right. So as you guys get through, you are running pretty quick. Within 6 seconds, as soon as all of you are through, the tree behind you, it's just a massive, like, it's not as big as the other one. It's a maple tree, and it just kind of closes, and you guys find yourself in a nice little forest. Right in front of you, about 20 feet in front of you, is the edge of a road. And as you get there, you're going to see just off like 200 feet, just a couple wagons and some merchants. And you are just on the entrance of Port Mead. So she took you to just the outskirts near the road heading into the city.
Okay.
As we go through the tree and exit out, because it was a mad dash to get through, I'd like to bump into Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and try to sneak the note out of her pocket.
Give me a, you can roll me a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Let me find her character sheet.
Ooh, nice. 19.
So, you're going to see on her person, so she is in chainmail. She's got a nice long sword. At the side of her is a very, very long coiled whip, and it is going to start to glow. And she will see that. What does she have? So she's got plus 21. She sees you trying. She has a above table. It's called a whip of warning that lets her know what's in danger in and around her. So she gets advantage on every check that is for insight, perception, and all that. And I rolled a nat 19. She's got a +2 to it.
Crap.
Yeah. So she's going to mid-stride As she's running through, you are going to see her grow to 9 feet tall.
Oh.
And I need a strength save.
Strength save.
Yeah.
Oh god.
This
That's not
group's
good.
You
weakness.
gotta beat a 23.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. No matter what. Nope. 2.
So as you come through the tree, you are lifted 3 feet off the ground by her, by the neck. So she's going to grab you mid-stride through the tree, and you are lifted up, and you can see she's a little bit taller. She's normally, I think I have her as 5'6". She's now 9 feet tall, and you'll see on her shield has a big rune that is inscribed, and it is glowing. She's a rune knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to backpedal here and just be like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I stumbled."
She's just gonna smile and set you down on the ground. It was worth a shot. Don't do that again. The Admiral's just gonna laugh. She could have just, used the bracelet on you, but this was more fun. So you can tell through that, in that 6 seconds, that she is very hard to surprise.
Okay. That's fine.
And if you also notice and take a look at her, her armor is very, very shiny. Very, very nice. Chainmail. But she wears it as if it doesn't weigh anything. So she's just going to put that off as pure stupidity on your end. She's just going to look at you and go, "We have a job to do." And
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hop on the road and start walking.
Okay.
Just trying to be nonchalant.
Yeah, you guys are Kaga would have put you about 20 minutes outside the city, so you don't have a long walk.
Do we actually know where specifically Morgan is being held? I just kind of say aloud as we start walking.
The Admiral's pretty much going to... was the Admiral... Yes, it was the Admiral who knew, because that was part of your Session 0. All he knows is that he's being held, so the Admiral's going to just look at you and go, "I'm going to assume the city jail." He's going to look at Puck and go, "What's Morgan? Who's Morgan? You haven't really told us anything about what we're walking into." And Puck's gonna go a little quiet. He is... You guys are gonna probably walk for a couple minutes before he peeks up and go, "Morgan's pretty much... I do things for I do things for Titania. I'm basically her whatever she needs done guy. Morgan's maps. Morgan's old. What do I have about Morgan? I have it. So he's 6'2", male, elf-ish. Kind of looks like this one here. Kind of looks between an elf and a drow. Full-blood drow. But he's more pale. More white than blue. Last I seen him, it's been a while. Full white hair. Didn't have a beard. Red eyes. He's of a race called Lachey. Let's just say, be nice. Be very respectful. Proper manners are important with him. He himself, let's just say he is a weapon that no one would want to deal with. If he wanted to kill everybody in this town, he could. He doesn't like combat. He prefers to talk. He's a great talker. But basically, pretend he's high royalty and you'll be fine. Whatever you do, just don't piss him off. Because he can do what I can do, but we'll go over that later.
I feel like Sabrin kind of just a little bit catches Francisco's eye and shares a look with him at all this information. Like, he might do it intentionally, and Sabrin might do it unintentionally, but we'll probably piss this guy off immediately.
We'll see.
And, like, I don't know how much Francisco has dealt with people who are considered royalty, but Sabrin hasn't and straight up does not know the protocol. Like,
yeah, Francisco hasn't.
Yeah.
If you're trying to catch my eye and everything, I'll probably look at you and just kind of shrug, shake my head, just whatever.
Puck would probably catch this, that you guys have no idea what you're walking into. He's just going to look at all of you and go, basically, I just need you to be nice. I need you to be polite to him. I need you to treat him as if not your parents, but just someone. Be nice. That's all I can say. Be respectful.
does he realize that he's not royalty, though? Here?
The rules in the Feywild are a little different, but yes.
But we're not in the Feywild, and the Feywild's not going to exist for much longer.
I know. But...
Oh, boy.
Is he going to try to kill me just because he saw me?
No.
So excited.
Like you?
As long as I tell him not to, he will look at you and ask a question, probably. Just answer it truthfully, and probably... We'll see. I think you'll be fine.
I thought he worked for the other lady. Why would he listen to you?
We have mutual respect for each other. We'll go with that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, our queens are sisters. So there's a little bit of mutual respect. We should be fine. All depends on how well he has been treated. Mind you, if he wanted to get out, he could have. He wouldn't have been taken if he didn't have a reason.
Mead's jail is pretty good. As far as port jails go, Mead's probably the best.
Mm-hmm. Personal experience, I assume?
Of course not.
Of course not.
I've never been there.
Okay. The Admiral's just going to chuckle and keep walking. He's enjoying the conversation. So as you guys get through, and you hit the city gates, where do I have it? So this is Port Mead as you walk up, for those who've never seen it before. So nestled among the rugged coastline, because you are on a coastline, Port Mead presents a picturesque scene of where sea meets land. It's got high protective walls and watchtowers that rise up against the backdrop of the ocean. It is a testament to the constant need to defend against potential threats, aka pirates, as ships of various sizes do bob gently in the harbor. If you've never been to the ocean, this will be quite different, but you guys are on Muna, so you'd still smell the ocean anyway. So this place is a little older than Muna. This is one of the very first ports that was ever created, so it is older buildings, not as nice. These are pretty much just stone and mud. Refined over the years, but it is still just your regular port city. It has narrow cobblestone streets that go through the heart of town. It is lined with timber-framed buildings, lots of awnings because there is a lot of rain here. Intricately carved signboards. This is a main hub for merchants in and out because this is one of the main ports where all the people come who are on vacation that go to Lake Mead or New Hope. The center of town, you guys are going to be going through the main gates. It's probably the same size as Muna, just a little different structured. So at the center of the town, there is a grand square where a weathered stone fountain provides fresh water to anyone who needs it. Nearby is a towering cathedral. This is also, it has its own hub for anyone who needs spiritual anything. It is a testament to the spiritual importance of the port and its connection to the border trade networks. It is a harbor for mostly sailors and merchants. That is pretty much this town. You will notice as you get through there that when you get through the guardhouse, if you've never been here before, the main guard does have a map for you of this town, and I will put it in Discord.
Sabrin loves a map.
So this is a rough estimate of what Port Mead looks like. So you will see numbers on there. So number 1 is the mayor's house. Number 2 is the lighthouse. Number 3 is a dry dock for repairs on any ships. Number 4 is basically just showing you the 3 ports that you can enter. Number 5 is the city center. It's basically a tourist area with a bunch of inns. It's basically where anyone who comes to go through the town, that's where they're going to stay. Number 6 is the city guard station and the jail. Number 7 is the merchant quarter. 8 is the main gate where you are at. 9 off to the lower left is a little fishing village. And number 10 is a dock for all the fishing ships. So basically all the non-needed fishing vessels live and dock there.
So that means the shaggy dog is in number 5.
To some extent, yes. You would know, you've been there before. It is, let's just say, not above ground.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but Francisco did. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yes, it is. You will know its location. It is kind of near. Where do I have it? In between 7 and 4, kind of in the middle of there.
I got you.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming you guys are going to hit up the jail first. That's where you want to go? Or did you want to... you'd be pushing... Like, the tree getting there was instant. You'd be pushing, like, 3:30.
I think we can go straight to the jail. No reason to wait, right?
Yeah. We still have time.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go to the jail now, and we can explore the city at night. And I'll show you the best Port Mead experience of your life. Yeah,
Oh, you've been here?
I'm saying this to Sabrin and Benjamin and Talos. Like, it will be absolutely amazing.
That sounds nice.
You'll hear the Admiral just go, Port City's a port city. They're all the same.
I've never been to a port city. Oh wait, I guess we were just at one?
Muna's got
I've been to one port city.
Muna's got a port, but it's not as big. Just location-wise, it's pretty much just whatever needs to be dropped off there is there and then gone. It's mainly more merchant and fishing there just to feed the town more than anything.
Okay. This is like a big trade hub here.
Yeah, but you never actually went to the port. You just
No.
the library, beelined for the library and didn't leave. Yeah.
The Admiral hasn't lived the port city life in a while.
Priorities.
But yeah, I guess we're going to jail if that's where we're going. I'm still having to trail behind Carter.
Yep.
To jail! Sabrin says that and then pauses for a second just to think about being excited about going to jail and then calms down a little. Just follows behind.
Right. So I have the city's guard at number 6. Alright, so you guys are... Alright, so you are... It's like a fairly big town, so like you're still going to be like from one end to the other, still a good hour and a half. Because this is... It's a hubbub of a lot, so it is going to be very tight to get through things, and especially finding your way. At least you have the Admiral and Francisco who can show you how to get there. So as you guys go through the streets, you're going to see your average town. So you're going to see just people left and right, people on carts coming, going, people trying to get you to buy stuff. It's basically your city. But this one it's a lot rougher than the 3 of you are used to. Because 2 of you have, well, pretty much all 3 of you have really never traveled much outside of the sanctuary. So this is something new for you. So what are the 3 of you thinking about when you first walk through here?
That I don't have any money. But I also think I take a step closer to Francisco because he's been here and he knows his way around. And he's with Carter at the moment, who we were told to follow, so that feels like the safest little group at the moment. Because there's, like, rough-looking people here. So. Like, Francisco is a rough-looking person, but he's our new friend, so it's fine. As far as we know. So definitely keeping an eye out, but also thinking about, like, at least Sabrin does not have enough money to probably buy things that she might want to if she came across them, like trinkets and stuff.
You would remember that the Admiral did say he's paying for everything.
Oh, here too? I thought that was just there.
No, this is pretty much for the time being for a while.
I think the only thing that she really keeps an eye out for would be obviously books, but also a map. She does look around for a map, not like actively, but
a map of what? Sorry,
just maps, not like of the ocean, but like kind of anywhere on land.
Okay.
Especially near the plains.
Okay. And what is our wayward robot doing? Or does he have any thoughts, or is he just following blindly?
Oh, gosh. Talos is probably just making a note of every shop they pass. Physical and mental notes.
He's your map. Yeah, you would probably have an eidetic memory built into your system, so you would know exactly where to go back.
Just keep myself occupied by noting down every single shop we pass. Even the small markets.
Is there anything your character would want for themselves?
Not at the moment, I don't think so, no.
Okay. And how about Benjamin? What's on Benjamin's mind?
I think Benjamin's just kind of like a little like culture shock, just like really taking in things, a little too like taken aback to really think about much. He's just kind of trying to stay with the group and not get too distracted by anything. It's a lot to take in for him.
Okay. I know what's on your mind.
I think Sabrin also does actively look to see if they pass a magic shop at all.
For where you guys are going, it'd be merchant area, so on the other side of town. On the as you're going in, it'd be on the east side of town. You're headed on the west side of town, even though the map's that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about food stalls?
There is a lot. Yeah,
Awesome.
You're on one of the main hubs for like city guards, so they need to be fed. So there would be food stalls everywhere.
Yeah, so
bakeries everywhere.
That's what I'm going to be doing as we're walking through. Just like, what you want? You want to get some of that grilled squid right over there? Absolutely amazing. Get you some dumplings, and not this shop, the one that's 2 doors down. Get you some of those. Just going through as we're walking through.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't know that none of these people eat.
Nope.
So Britton just nods along and marks this down anyways. Because he seems excited about it, so.
Yeah, you would remember eating, but now you don't need to. Yeah.
Well, you still taste, though. Technically, you could eat for taste.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes. Yeah, technically I could. And sometimes I do, out of habit. But you don't know that yet.
Nope. Yeah, one second. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, so as you guys go, you find your way to the guard station. There will be, it's pretty much almost like a small little castle. It's not too big, but it will have its own gate that you got to get through. There are 2 guards in front of it. They're just gonna look at you guys as you walk up and go, and what do you guys need? The Admiral's just gonna look at them and go, looking for a prisoner. You're gonna see him open up his shirt and show a badge of some sort. They're just gonna both salute him and go, "Sir, yes, sir." They're just gonna open the gate for you guys, and you're gonna go in. This place isn't really anything major or important. It's just a stone brick building. You'll see lots of training going on outside before you guys get inside. Just like target dummies and whatnot, and probably 30 or 40 guards just doing some basic training and whatnot. As you guys get through the main doors, you will tell that this place doesn't smell the greatest. It's fairly kept nice, but you can tell that it is well used. As you get through the main doors, you will see a big table and this big burly dwarf just sitting in a chair writing down some notes, and he's going to look up you guys and go, can I help? He's going to look at everybody and go and take a quick look at a metal man and whatever Ben is, and just go, help you? He's just going to look right to the Admiral because he's the only one who actually looks normal. The Admiral's just going to say, looking for a prisoner, but came about a week ago. Name's Morgan. Came through that portal. Apparently he roughed some of your boys up. The guard is just going to look at the Admiral and go, and who are you? The Admiral again is going to show him just basically his medal, and the guard's just going to go, well, that guy most of my guys are still in traction. He didn't kill any of them. I think he could have. He had these 2 creatures with him. I don't know what was going on, but some of our guys got a little spooked and attacked one of his... I don't know what it is. Anyway, he got a little angry after that. And after a little bit of conversation, for some reason he spoke our language, even though he doesn't really look like us. He looks kind of elfish. He's tall. He's big. We brought him back here. He had another creature with him that tailed behind. And he was here maybe 12 hours, and then the mayor showed up and took him. So someone must have ran to the mayor and told him about what was happening. Mayor came here. Those 2 had a conversation and seemed to hit it off a little. So as far as I know, he's still up at the mayor's house. So you're going to have to go there. The only thing I will suggest is he's going to look at everybody and go, you might need some more clothes, or at least dress up a little before you go there. Yeah. That's really all I know. Sorry. The admiral's just going to shake his head and look at Puck, and you'll see the guard finally see Puck in behind everybody. And he's just gonna go, not my business. You guys can leave. Thank you. And the admiral's just gonna look at Puck and go, okay, alright. I guess we're going to the mayor's house. The admiral's just gonna look at you guys. What are you wearing? I can't really remember. Would you be in clothing good enough to get into a mayor's house?
Not at all.
Yours at least looks nice-ish, but it's probably well worn and probably half rotting on you. I'm not worried about the robot. There's nothing you can do to help that.
I think actually
I have no idea what you'd be wearing.
I know. I'm assuming you guys are in like simple robes or something like that. They'd be probably like school colors. Yeah, I know you have a cloak. Your cloak would be fine because as long as you wrapped yourself up in that, you'd be fine. Carter will be fine. The Admiral will be fine. Puck's just gonna look and just pretty much change exactly what he's wearing to. He knows what he needs, so he's gonna be in like a full tailored tux with tails. So you don't have to worry about him. He can just change whatever he's wearing. Do you have minor illusion?
Who?
You. No.
God. Did I take a useful spell? Probably not.
Okay.
But I think
I do.
I think my outfit's actually fine.
You should,
I probably got it from the school.
Okay.
So it's not like well worn or anything. It's okay. Simple, but I think it's. I mean, if you look at the character art, it's semi-decent. It's kind of nice.
Okay. I think at this point, as you guys walk out, Puck's just pretty much just going to look at you and tidy you up with prestidigitation. So, like, everything will be spotless on you.
I do it to him, too. The same spell.
Yeah, because that will clean anything.
The
Admiral's just going to look at everybody and go, well, I can talk my way through this. You guys should be fine. As Puck says, be nice, be courteous, apparently. We are going into a mayor's mansion. So try to be on your best guard, and he's just going to be looking at Francisco, because he knows the rest of you are going to be fine.
As we were going in and leaving the jail, do we see any, like, cork boards with wanted posters or anything?
Probably yes. You would probably mostly... You're going to see notices about a bunch of smuggling going around. So actually, give me a perception check. We'll do that.
Sure.
Let's see what you see. And anyone who wants to take a look, if you would think to look at it.
Perceptions.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna get in on that.
Yeah, because you guys walk right
Terrible.
in. So anything 13 and over.
Nope.
So perception, you said?
Yeah, perception. Or, yeah, perception would probably be your best.
Yeah, so that's a 23.
14.
Okay. So anyone who sees that, you're going to see a wanted poster for someone named the Dread Pirate Captain Bob with a X through it. You will see notices for various like people that are just randomly, you don't know where they're from, so you're going to see quite a few on there. And you'll see a wanted poster for any information about a smuggling crew called the Nomateers.
I don't know anything about the Nomateers, do I?
Off and on, yes.
Okay. And I'm gonna pull Bob's poster down. Just rip it off.
Okay.
Fold it up. Pop it in the pocket.
Admiral's just gonna say, yeah. Doesn't need to be up there anymore. All right. Mayor's house. You're gonna be from where you are, probably a 20-minute walk. It's not too bad. You will notice as you're getting up there, the mayor's house is a little, as you go through the streets, you're going to be going up towards the left. On the far cliffs of the port, you will see it's not too big or ostentatious, but you will notice a nice, lavish mansion, we'll say, off in the distance that you're going to. And as you guys get up there, you will notice that it's a little more nicely dressed people up here. Anyone who comes here for a reason. I'm going to put what it looks like in Discord also. So it's nothing major, but it is very nicely kept. You have been here a few times, so you will know that the mayor's name is Clifton Redstream. That's pretty much all you would know. Like, you've been to Port Mead a few times. But yeah, his name is Clifton.
When we pass one of the more nicely dressed people, I'm going to use disguise self just to copy their outfit.
Just the outfit on top of the metal body? Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay. So as you guys get up to the palace, the mayor's place, there is no gate, so it's just a nice semi-long walkway getting up there. You'll see gardeners out there, just basic outside staff, just making sure the place looks nice and pretty. To your right, you guys are up a little high, so from your perspective down there, you will see the actual port of the actual city. Probably 40 to 50 ships sailing in and around this place. More going out than in. You're going to have a lot of merchant ships here for the most part. Right now you'd probably have a couple Navy ships in there, but you wouldn't see any pirate ships that you would know of anyway. You do know that sometimes pirate ships do come in under the guise of merchant ships, so you'd have to get a closer look to see if there's anyone you'd know. So as you get up to the merchant house, you knock on the door, or the admiral will knock on the door, and a old male dwarf is going to open it. He's got straight gold hair, gold eyes, gray skin. He's only about 4 feet tall. He is a massive guy, but he is in a nice suit, no weapons, no nothing. He's got a deep voice, and he's just going to look at all of you. Give you a second glance, and third glance, and fourth glance at Puck. He's going to go to the Admiral and go, "Well, hello. What can I do you guys for? I don't have any appointments to see the mayor today. Why are you here?" The Admiral's just going to look at him and go, "Admiral Greybeard, I am here to see your, I would assume, guest, not prisoner, by the name of Morgan." And the main guy is going to look and go, "Ah, him. I would love it if you got him out of here. And his creature. They have stayed here far too long. I am Thunda, by the way. I am the butler here. Do all of you need to come in?" The Admiral's just going to look and go, "Unfortunately, yes. They will try not to touch anything." He's just going to look at everybody and go, "Don't touch anything." And the butler's just going to wave you guys in. You're going to notice that if you had any mud on your feet, he's getting rid of it for you with prestidigitation. This is a clean place, and he tries to keep it clean. So as you guys go in, it is a nice place. This doesn't look like anything that... you can tell this is a fairly newish building. That is probably more kept up than the rest of the town. A lot of work goes into keeping this building nice and neat and tidy. As you walk up, the butler's just going to look at all of you and go, "I'm going to take you to the mayor's study. Please don't sit on anything. Just try not to break anything, please. Have any of you met Morgan?" He's going to see everybody shake their head and go, "The only word of advice I'm going to say is let the Admiral talk. Anyway, this way." So as you guys go in through, you're going to go into a very, very nice study that I'm going to stick in Discord. So it is a very, very well-kept, very pretty study. Sitting on one of the chairs, you will see an elderly female human. You can tell she is very pregnant. The butler's just going to walk in the room and announce, he's going to say, "What's your name?" And Admiral's going to say, "Admiral Greybeard." So he's going to just basically announce Admiral Greybeard and party to see the mayor and Morgan. He's going to quickly whisper to everybody, "That is the mayor's wife, Margaret. The mayor is over in the corner with Morgan. His name is Clifton. They have 2 children over there whose names are Cliff and Murray. You'll tell they're only about 6 years old. They are sitting on top playing with this, who is curled up by a fire, and you will see his 6 legs just, he's kind of awake and kind of asleep, and his 2 tentacles on top are picking up children and playing with them.
Wow.
And in the corner with The mayor is Morgan, sipping on some wine. Morgan's going to look at everybody and put the wine glass down and just go, Puck! I am so glad it was you who came to see me. Oh, it has been fun. I haven't seen you in years. You haven't grown much. He's going to look to the mayor and go, Mayor, I think my time here almost might be up. You have been the most hospitable, thank you, host. And he's going to introduce Puck to him. Puck's just going to give a good bow and say, sorry to disturb you, Mayor, but I need this gentleman, and I think we're going to take him off your hands. And from here, Morgan's just going to say, you guys just got here. Please sit. Please be nice. These people have been nice to me. And plus, my friend is having a nap. We don't want to wake him up right now. So why don't you guys all just sit and we'll have a lovely talk and something to drink.
I'm gonna plop down on the couch. Don't have to ask me twice. I'm gonna plop down on the couch and put my feet up on a coffee table.
I want to sit as close to the displacer beast as I think the group will let me.
Okay. Morgan's just gonna look at you and go, as long as you are gentle, he will be gentle. It has taken, let's just say, a lot of my effort to make sure he doesn't do something stupid. And he's also going to look at Puck and go, by the way, Puck, why is half our magic not working? Puck's just going to go and look at him and go, I think the planet's not letting us. Morgan's going to sit there and think for a bit and go, that sadly makes sense. Huh. Well, that also might be why this thing's acting like a little kitten since it got here. Instead of tearing everything limb from limb, which is good for us. Something's domesticated my beast. Anyway, Puck, you and I need to have a talk. And you're going to see them stare at each other and not speak out loud, but you can tell that they're having a conversation. And that's where we're going to go for break.
Ooh.
I want to pet the murder kitten so bad. I'm barely restraining it.
You can tell by now. If it's playing with 2 6-year-olds, you can go pet the kitty.
I pet the murder kid. Mm-hmm. I'm listening, but I mostly only care about the cat right now.
Gotcha.